welcome back to my channel. This is YT. Today we are going to make a game called the snake game. The game is about that a snake is very hungry and he wants to eat food. And we want to control the snake to eat food, and when he eats food, he'll get bigger and bigger. So, what are you waiting for? Let's get started. Okay, now let's go into this page. Now let's see what we have to do for the scripts. First, we'll need a backdrop. Second, we'll need the snake's head. Third, we'll need a snake body. We want the snake body to always be following the snake head. And fourth is we're going to have some food. We want to say that if the snake head touches the food, then we want to make the snake body to grow longer, which is mainly creating a clone of himself. And fourth, we'll need some variables. Okay, now let's delete this cat. Delete. Okay, now let's choose a backdrop. I'm going to upload a backdrop. I'm going to go to downloads. And I'll do the last one on the snake backdrop. Open. Nice. Delete the first backdrop. Okay, now let's make the snake head. Paint, and let's change this sprite 1 to snake head. Yep, so that's his name. Okay, and the costume, I'm gonna draw a circle, which is like, zoom in, and I'm gonna draw a circle. So, oops, I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna click shift. Yeah, remember to click shift to make a perfect circle, like this. Okay, I'm gonna make that smaller, not bigger. Yeah, I'll do like that. Whoops. Okay, select the circle and make sure it's in the middle. Well, you actually don't have to make sure because in a minute I'm gonna put it in the middle. Okay, and then we're gonna make the tongue. So it's gonna be red, and we're gonna draw a rectangle. Okay, let's zoom in and draw a rectangle, like draw one here. And this is gonna be his tongue. Yeah. Okay, now let's go this tool, and then we can like shape it. Like, I'm gonna select these spots, go in, spot go in. Make sure over here it goes in as well because it's like two spikes. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna put this like here maybe? No, actually, I'm going to put it in the, like that. Put it in the middle and slowly. Okay, and then go to back layer. So now it's like its tongue. Yeah, nice. Okay, now let's draw the eyes. So it's mainly two white circles. White circles. Draw one here. Big eyes. Then I'm gonna select it and copy and then paste it. Okay. Now I'm gonna select the whole thing and then put it in the middle. Whoops. Whole thing. Yeah. Move it. Middle. Okay, let me find middle. Okay. Middle. Where's the middle? I could just. I just want to put this in the middle. And I'll put this up here. Put it in the middle. Then what? It's gonna be in the middle. It's also gonna be in the middle. Nice. So here's the tongue. I'm going to okay, make sure this is at the back so you can see the tongue. And then I'm going to move the tongue slightly right so you can see it coming out. And you've got to click back. Yeah, that's enough. And then I'm going to wait. I'm not going to put this eyes on it. I'm going to make sure it's in the middle. Nope, not this. This. Make sure that's in the middle and right here. Nice. Okay, now I'm gonna put the eyes on. One here and one here. But this one's gonna be moving up here. Wait, I know a way that to make it symmetrical. So like I click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, actually I'm not doing that. Okay. Cool. Okay, finally get the code. What's the editing? Okay, so we're going to collect first. Instead of like doing the code now, I'm gonna broadcast a message. This message is gonna be called start. That's mean when the game starts, what will happen. So let's see. When I receive start, first I'm gonna give him a position. This position is going to be in the middle because that's like a starter point. Nice. Now let's make sure it's pointing in the direction because in a minute it's going to twist. So the direction won't be 90 anymore. At the start we want to reset everything. So we also have to make sure it's go to front layer. Because in a minute we're going to make the body. And when we did the body, it's going to be on top of the head, which is like what not we wanted. Okay, so go to front layer and we want to go to control, take out the forever loop. I'm gonna say forever, let's say I'm gonna move. I'll move 2 steps at the start because he's very hungry, he's slow and weak. And we want to control it. So I'm gonna go control and say if our key, let's see. Key, I'll do up arrow first. Key up arrow pressed. I'm going to go to motion and want to point in direction because and that's why we had a point direction 90 at the top here. Okay, so we're not going to attach the move to step the moving step because it's already moving now. So all we have to do is just put in the direction. Okay, now let's duplicate. Okay, all of them. Now put them all in the forever loop. Nice. Okay, now let's see. Down arrow, and this is going to be the right arrow, and this is going to be the left arrow. Awesome. Okay, so the down arrow is going to point at down, which is 180 degrees. And when it's right arrow, it's 90 degrees. And left arrow, you're going to be pointing at the left, which is negative 90 degrees. Opposite of right. Okay, and now before I make the body, I'm gonna give the snake head a magical effect. I will allow him to go through walls. So that means if it touches just pretend I'm clicking the right arrow key and it's moving, and then it touches the wall. We want it to go over here. In the code, I feel like it's teleporting, but when you're playing the game, I feel like it's going through the walls because going through this edge and then coming throughout this edge, and it's going to be same at the Y position. So if it goes up, it'll come out from at the bottom. So yeah, now let's code it. Okay, let's take out an if. I'm gonna say first, I'm gonna do the first one's gonna be what happens if it touches the right. So let's see. Let's say that if our X position is bigger than, let's see, how far can it go? Come on, change X by 10. Change X, come on. So what's the X? 243. Okay, I'm gonna round that to 240. So it's not gonna be 240 because this is if it says bigger, so it's gonna be 240 minus 1, which is 239. So let's put it in here. Actually, before that, I'm gonna put in an and first, and then I'm gonna take out a equal sign, and this one's gonna be his direction. So because we also want to make sure that because he's going to the right, we don't want to when he's going to the left and he touches this and then he goes there. So I also want to make sure that his direction is also right. So we want his direction equals to 90 because that's the right. Okay. Now let's do the teleporting thing. So it's going to mainly, you're going to set his X. We're not going to set any Y's because we want him to go here and also want to come out from here, not come out from here or here. We want to be the same Y. So yeah, we're only going to set X. Okay, see this, instead of 239, it's going to be coming out the left, so it's -2, not 39, because we're not doing that greater thing. All we're doing is -240, which is the left. Okay, now let's duplicate this. Okay, over here let's change, because this time it's going to be, say, if we touch the left, so it's going to be just change everything to opposite. So instead of greater, I'm going to change it to if it's smaller than. Whoops. So if the X position is smaller than, see, this is 239, so this one has to be -239, and direction is at the left, so it's -90. Simple as. And now set X to 240, not negative anymore. Okay, now I want duplicate this whole thing. Here, put it underneath, and this time it's going to be up and down. So first, you guys can realize that very easy that we have to change this X position, because it's up and down is not an X position, it's an Y position. So instead of X position is bigger or X position is smaller, actually, yeah, I'll change this to smaller. Smaller, okay, here it is. Smaller, we want to yeah, because it's up and down. Okay, now let's see what's the highest. What's the most Y? Change Y, change Y, change Y, change Y, change Y, change Y. Okay, what's that? 180. So, and say if it's bigger than so 180 minus 1, which is 179. Okay, good. And direction is going to be up, so it's 0. If you guys want to check, you guys can look up here. Up arrow, 0. Yep. And this is going to be 180 direction, and his Y position is going to be -179, and his set X. No, it's not set X. It should be set Y, because I told you guys it's up and down. It has to be, everything has to be Y instead of X. So I feel like we're done for us. This is 180, but this one has to turn to -180. Yeah, this should work now. Let's try it out. Up, down, down. Okay, now let's see what happens if we use our magical power. Poof, what about this way? Poof, what about this way? What about this way? Awesome. Okay, actually, you guys might not have to do this, but oops. I'm gonna make his eyes a bit more in the middle. And unfortunately, this one's one of the... Nope. Yeah, that's okay. Good. Way better. Okay, now let's... Yeah, okay, now we finished doing this. Now let's code the body. So we just duplicate this. And and then we want to delete all of this code, but we're not going to delete this when I receive start, because I want to use it. But we're going to delete the whole entire one with my click. Okay, now in the body, because we only want to see the body, we could delete the eyes, because he doesn't have eyes and tongues on his body, otherwise that would be a very weird creature. Okay, select that and make sure it's in the middle. Nice. Okay, now let's code it. So whenever you see start, because it's body, you don't want it to like go away from his head. So you want to all the ways to be going to the snake head. Yeah, and actually before we do anything else, I'm gonna rename it. Unfortunately, it's now called Snakehead 2 because we duplicate it. So instead of that, I'm gonna call it Snake. Whoops, snake body. Nice, snake body. So we want to go to snake head, and we also want to create a clone of myself. So here it is, create clone of myself. So at the start, it was like has some clones as well, and we also want to say when it starts as a clone, we want to wait 1 second and delete this clone because like, you know, like in the snake head, it's always moving, and snake body is also going to be moving. So like you also have to delete this clone because otherwise the end of the snake body will just create a clone of himself, and the head's moving, but like the tail's like at the like staying at this point, not moving. Like, yeah, and that will only happen if we eat lots of food and it's like now growing, but we can't see it. So we have to make sure it's always deleting this clone. Okay, now let's code. Yeah, I'm gonna make the food. I'm gonna upload Sprite. I'm only gonna upload one. First one, apple. Yummy apple. And then I'm gonna upload them in the costumes. Sausage, beef, avocado, burger. I have some candy, chicken worms, chocolate ice cream, coffee, corn, and a donut. Oh my gosh, so yummy. A drink and some fast food. And a hot dog, ice block, and some ice cream. With some kiwi fruit, pear, and pizza. With some, sushi. Sushi, tomato, and watermelon. Okay, now let's open. Yeah, that's way better. Wait. Apple, avocado, beef. I want to delete the apple. Beef is huge, burgers huge, candy is meanie. Oh, chicken is meanie. Ice cream is meanie. Coffee is meanie. Corn is huge. Donut is huge. Drink is huge, fast food is huge, hot dog is huge, ice block is... yeah, I'll do ice block. Ice cream is huge, favorite's huge, pear is huge, pizza's huge, sushi's huge. Yeah, these are all huge. I'll leave these ones because I'm gonna make sure they're all the same size. So I can change the size together. So I'm making the size to 10. Oops, still a bit big. 8. Nice. Okay, so 8, let's see. Okay, so when I receive start, first we want him to go to random position because we don't have to care where it goes, so we can just go to random position. And we want to forever, let's see, I'm going to say we want to forever if touching the snake head. So if we touch the snake head, then we're going to next costume. So because there's lots of costumes here, so we have to do next costume. And next costume, then we're going to go to another random position after we touch the snake head. Yeah, so his next new costume will go to another place. I feel like there's lots of food to eat. Okay, actually before that I'm gonna make some variables. Delete my variable. Now let's make a variable. Okay, okay, that was weird. So the new variable name is going to be called, first one, score. Nice. Now make another variable. This one is going to be the length. So we can control how long the snake is. And this variable is going to be called the speed. so you can control his speed as well. So he won't be too speedy, otherwise you can't control it and it's very hard to get the food. Nice. Okay, now let's edit that. Let's go to the snake head. So we have something to edit at the start. So at the start we want to give him a speed. So his speed is going to be 2. Actually, because his speed equals to 2 at the start, we could just like move speed steps. So literally how much speed it is, how much steps he's moving. So it's 2, so because this is also 2, we can just move speed steps. Yep. Nothing to edit here. Now let's go to snake body, because we have something to edit there. Okay, so we have length. So at the start we want to set his length to 1. I mean, like how many clones he's doing, mainly, because that's how long the snake is. And when I start the clone, because the length equals to 1, we could just set the wait length seconds. Sounds weird. Now let's go to, no, not apple. This is going to be called food, because apple doesn't exist in there anymore because it's too small. Okay, food. And yeah, so next costume, and then we're going to take out 3 changes. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, the first one, length. Second one, score. Third one, speed. And then we're going to put it between the next costume and the go to random position. So when we touch the snake head, we want to make sure we want the snake body's length to grow 1. So the food went in and make it longer and change and create another clone. But you're going to create 1 clone here. And we changed the score by 1, awesome, and changed the speed by 1. Yeah, I'll do that for now. Now let's see what happens. Nice, very slow. Get food. Okay, we literally went fast now. Okay, now let's eat another food. Whoa, okay, this is a bit too fast, and also it's growing too long. So I'm going to stop that, and I'm gonna, instead of changing the length by 1, I'm changing length by 0.1. No, 0.5, and this is going to be 0.1. Yeah, this one's going to be 0.1. Okay, hide the length and the speed, and also let's before we do anything else, test the last. We have to code the backflip. So we have 2 scripts in here. The first one's going to be like how the game ends, and the second one's like the sound. So let's do the how the game ends. So forever if our score, score. Here it is. Okay, that took a long time. So if the score equals to, I'll do 20, equals 20, and then we want to stop all, and we want to do the sounds. So actually, no, I'm not going to do the sound. So instead I'm gonna do the food, and I'm gonna play a sound here, so I feel like it's actually eating. I'm gonna have a funny noise. So yeah, effects. What? Oops. No, the sounds are not on. Nice. That's a yummy sound. Okay, I'm gonna make it softer. Yep. And then we're going to attach that and play sound. Yeah, it's gonna be bite, and I'm gonna play sound bite until done at the. I'm gonna put it at the end. Okay, this is gonna be amazing. Let's try it out. Eat that. Ooh, that one comes right up here. Okay, now I'm actually, instead of going to eat it, I'm going to try our mystery door. Kiwi fruit. Yeah, so you guys can see that it's not growing too long now. Like, because it's growing only, like when you eat something, it only grows 0.5 instead of one whole. Okay, this is also growing quite long, but yeah, that's quite original. Wow, it's way bigger than last time. Oops. Oh, I'm getting so long. Eat that beef. Wow. Corn. Donut. Okay, I'm so long. Yay, I won! Amazing. Okay, and I very enjoyed making this very cool game with you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!